Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
57. Mike, 57. Let's pick it up. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Lindsey here. 13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Lindsey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull off, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Chiefs nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Ties the game at 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
23-yard line.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Westbrook now on the return. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf. It got his man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DK Metcalf. 81 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
57. Mike, 57. Don't get nervous. Check. Lucky. Slam.
Here's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Graham Gano is set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the carry.
Chris Jones on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson forced out to his left. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Looking long for Westbrook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
22 yards.
A good pickup there at 22. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's the Giants. With possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
For the extra point.
This game was tied at halftime, but they have come out absolutely on fire.
Well, the switch has certainly been flipped. 3 touchdowns now here in the second half.
And now they're up 3 scores. And if they can get up 4 scores, look out for the 7 years, too.
Oh, boy. Did you just toss it back to the Civil War era? Honest Abe. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The open man is Westbrook, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on now. Come on now. Right 34. Right 34. Scoop. Drop deep. Drop deep.
And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Kansas City, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship